Alright guys, this is the programming video for the DM4, DM5, DMC, any lucky board that would take these chips. Angel Demon boards, Speed Demon boards, those also take DM chips, and I believe there's some quests that take these chips as well. They don't have the 2 buttons, but you can get by. Again, you're going to have 2 QR codes for the manual, if you pull up the manual on your screen. So we'll go over the dip switches first. They're fairly easy to see on a die board, but I want to try to put the manual with it. So dip switch 1 is your this is your anti-bolt stick. Obviously on a matrix, you're always going to want to leave that on. It adds dwell to the initial shot. Dip switch 2 is your anti-mechanical bounce. I leave it on, so if you're pulling really slow, it helps make it not bounce. Dip switch 3 is your eye mode. Whether it's if it's on, then your eyes are capped. So when your eyes are off, or when your eyes are off, it's capped to the firing mode. And when your eyes are on, actually, totally, it's capped to your firing mode that you set. If you turn it off, it's in full semi. It can go as fast as you want. Dip switch 4 is your both up. It's out of tournament lock, and it's ready to be programmed. When it's down, it's in tournament lock, and you can check the battery status. So check the battery status. We turned it down. We hold the trigger and hold the power button. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see those 4 lights go, and that means the battery's full. 4 lights would be full. 3 lights is 3/4. 2 lights is half full. You probably want to change it around there. So we're going to put that back into programming mode. Let me try. Get that in the screen too. So entering programming mode, we do the same thing. You hold the trigger down, just like a regular, any other die matrix. You press the power button. Let it cycle. When it goes out, we release the trigger. We're in the first mode, which is red. Red is the dwell. The next mode is rate of fire. I should say red set to 18, which is the stock matrix setting. The next one is your rate of fire. This is set to 10 right now because it's at 10 balls per second ramp. Then you have teal. Might be hard to see in this light, but teal is your anti-mechanical bounce. This is this only comes up if you have dip switch 2 up in the on position. If not, it's not there. It's preset to 10 milliseconds when you're going slow. Doesn't really matter for modern paintball, but just leave it on. Next, your yellow, and this is your ball and breach delay. So how long it takes after you read the eye, after the eyes read the ball, for it to shoot. We have it set at 1 millisecond. You can increase it if it's increased in half millisecond runs, but you can increase it if you're shooting real fragile paint. Maybe it's cold out. You might want to increase that to give the paint more time to settle in the breach before you shoot it. 10 balls a second is never really ridiculous, but when you're going fast back in the old day, it could have been a thing. Purple is going to be your firing mode. So you have 4 firing modes in this marker. You have traditional semi, you have a full auto mode, you have the modern NXL ramping mode, and then you have a separate parabolic ramp. So the faster you pull the trigger, the faster it ramps. It ramps up at 60% rate. And then green is debounce. So stock debounce is going to be set at 5 milliseconds. You can make it higher or lower, wherever you want. It's not going to affect too much outside of semi. And if you want to see what any of these are set to, you can hold the trigger down and count the flashes. So that's 3 flashes. That's mode 3. That's purple. We're going to put it back in PSP, so we'll put it back to 3 flashes. But if you want to do, like, let's go to our debounce. We don't want to see how much we have. We just want to set it to 4. Just hold it. When it goes out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it cycle. And if we check it, it's there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put it back to 5 for the factory. When we want to turn it off, we just turn the power switch off like that. Hold the button. It's off. And now we're back into shooting mode. So that is clear breach with the red. Ball in breach is green. It should cycle back and forth. If it's sitting on green and blinking, that means you have an eye malfunction. So there's paint on your eye or something like that, and the eye's not reading paint. It's just permanently broken. The brake beam is permanently broken. If you turn the eyes off, it's blinking red to differentiate itself from the eye malfunction. And it's traditional PS. It's new and XL, where if you're shooting too slow, it won't keep ramping. And yeah, that's it. It's a cheap and effective way to get 10 balls per second, or any mode. The rate of fire is fully adjustable on this, from 1 balls a second to 40 balls a second. You know, all of your traditional debounces are there in case you have a strict semi league that you're playing in. You can cap semi, you can uncap semi. It's hopefully set up to be able to do any mode of paintball you have cheaply, so you can get one of these older markers or a marker with a lucky board and get out there and play with it. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thank you.